A king of the jinns taught me the Quran and I had no idea. Now, I've been working with Asmodeus for quite some time now, and by no surprise that my life changed immediately after working with him for the first time. But as I read further through the Quran, there is tons of moments and tons of stories that are within that book that I've been talking about for years. Now, for everybody out there that's not involved in the left-hand path or the occult, you guys have to understand that we don't worship these things. We stand next to them. When we summon something like Asmodeus, we see ourselves as equal to them, as if they stand with us. Now, it's very interesting because Asmodeus is a king of the jinn, but he is a jinn himself and has entire free will. Now, I know tons of you guys are going to argue in the comments on why Asmodeus would teach me the Quran, but I know exactly what he had in mind. Life is about the test and the temptations of it and you overcoming it. And I've been saying for a long time that you will not be rewarded until you pass these tests. So,
in the annals of history, there are moments that make us question the fabric of reality itself. The tale of Dravon Thatcher, a black magician turned devout Muslim, is one such story. It's a journey that transcends the realms of belief and skepticism, piercing the veil between the seen and the unseen. This is not just a story of a man, it's a chronicle of faith, transformation, and divine intervention.
Around 1400 years ago, the Quran warned us about things that are happening today. The first big one that most Americans are a victim of is usury or interest. That receiving or paying interest on these loans is haram or a major sin. And interest is so dangerous that it doesn't only affect the average person. If you look at 2008, what they did with the housing market, they collapsed the entire American economy by doing this, and it's going to start happening again in January. But that's a whole different subject. People get mad about that. Now, another big part of the Quran, or Allah's word, is how they speak on women. We're all taught to look away from a woman's beauty whenever they are not modest. Now, this is very important for multiple reasons. One, it teaches men to not look at women in that manner. I can't use the exact words to describe it on here, but you guys understand what I'm saying. 80% of my rituals was to learn new things and to get information and knowledge. 20% of these rituals were money spells. I never cursed people. I never did love spells.
Draven Thatcher, once a renowned figure in the world of black magic, embarked on a path that would change his life forever. Born in a small town in Georgia, he was introduced to the world of the occult at a very young age. His fascination for the unseen grew over the years, leading him to delve deeper into the realms of black magic. With every passing year, Thatcher's fame in this esoteric world grew. He was, for all intents and purposes, a master of his craft. But the universe, in its infinite wisdom, had a different plan. One day, in the midst of his rituals, Thatcher encountered a presence that was unlike anything he had ever experienced. A presence that claimed to be a Muslim Jinn, a spiritual entity from Islamic theology. This Jinn, in an act of divine intervention, urged Thatcher to renounce his ways and embrace the path of Islam. The encounter shook Thatcher to his core. He was faced with a choice: to continue his practices in the shadowy world of black magic, or to step into the light of faith. After much contemplation, he chose the latter. Thatcher embarked on a journey of spiritual transformation. He began studying the teachings of Islam, immersing himself in the Holy Quran, and learning about the Prophet Muhammad's life. His transformation was not just spiritual, but also physical. The news of Thatcher's conversion spread like wildfire, creating ripples not just in the world of black magic, but also among religious and spiritual communities worldwide. The story of a black magician who renounced his ways to embrace Islam stirred curiosity, awe, and a renewed sense of faith among many. In conclusion, the journey of Dravon Thatcher is a testament to the transformative power of faith. It's a story of a man who chose to leave behind a world fraught with darkness to embrace a path illuminated by divine light. His story has resonated with countless individuals around the globe, reinforcing their faith and belief in the unseen. This tale serves as a reminder that no matter how far we may stray, there is always a path back to the light. It's a story that defies all norms, breaks all stereotypes, and above all, it's a tale that reaffirms the power of divine intervention and the strength of faith. As we weave through the tapestry of life, may we all find our path back to the light, just like Dravon Thatcher did.